Hi, I'm Rita Gehman, and today I'm going to talk about suicide. It's a very controversial topic, and before I begin, I want to elaborate that I do not support kids who use suicide attempts as a way to get attention and resulting deaths from accidentally following through on that. I do not support that. Um, because that's playing fast and loose with your life, and if you did not intend to actually take your own life, then that's just stupid. That being said, I want to discuss suicide. Suicide is a very controversial topic. Humans believe that all loss of life is bad. And I do believe that trying to take somebody else's life is an attempt to control something over which you should have no control. You should not have control over other people of any type of control. So suicide is something that is many people try to prevent suicide. Many people try to go on try to help people who are on a suicide watch and try to prevent it from happening. And I have this to say about that. If the person wants to kill themselves and they're in their right mind, in other words, they're not drunk and they're not high and they're not affected by pharmaceuticals. If they are in their right mind, then they have every right to kill themselves if they want to. The reason why I say this is that everybody has, my personal religion is personal choice, and everybody has the ability to do this. Everybody has the right to do this, and everybody has the choice to do this. And your personal choice is worth more than anything else. If someone is at the point in their life that everything is so bad, and they do not wish to fight any longer, keeping them alive when they do not wish to fight anymore and somebody else is fighting for them, that is allowing themselves to be controlled and somebody else is controlling them. And to me, I don't believe in any type of control. I believe in choices and only choices. So I understand if you have a friend or family member who has committed suicide. I understand that that's difficult and you wish that it had not happened. I also understand that it's difficult to support suicide when it seems as if, oh, well, what if it was somebody's fault? What if they drove someone to do this? And the truth is that's not it either. Everybody has a choice as to whether or not they will commit suicide. And committing suicide is only one person's choice. If it's anybody else's choice, then it's murder, or it's keeping them alive unnaturally. But the truth is, if someone wants to commit suicide, legally, I don't have anything to say about that. I'm not. There's a disclaimer here. I don't want to say anything legally about suicide. I just want to say, excuse me. I personally believe that suicide is something that everyone should have a right to do if they so choose to do it. And one of the biggest reasons why I say this is that it is so difficult to understand what's really going on inside somebody's mind, even if they're your spouse, even if you've been with them for the past 57 years, because they do not think in patterns. People do not think in patterns. They don't have to think in patterns, and so they don't. While there are such things as habitual thought processes, habitual thoughts do not rule all of your thinking. In fact, they rule very little of it. There are just certain things that you tend to do every day because you tend to do them. And you tend to have a mental habit of, oh, this is good, this is bad. And you tend to act accordingly. But the truth is, you don't know what's going on in somebody's mind, and you don't know how bad it is for them, and you don't know why they want to commit suicide. Some people, they don't even have a malicious or a fearful exit plan. They're not trying to hurt somebody else, they're not trying to hurt themselves, and they're not trying to leave because, oh, well, I can't handle life anymore, I can't do it anymore. Some people just, they've accomplished everything they want to in their life. And this is, I realize that not very many of these people end up on the news, but I'm just saying some people, they just, they've done everything they want to in their lives. And it's not so much that they're hopeless, they just, they've accomplished what they want to, and now they're ready to go. And so they go. And so there are many different ways to think about suicide. There are many different ways that people would consider taking their own lives. So please do not ever assume that you know why somebody committed suicide, even if they left a note, because for crying out loud, it may not have even been written by them. But you don't assume, don't think you know. You probably don't. You probably really don't. They may have a a pretty good idea of why they're doing it, but even they may be not sure that how to actually put it into technical words or real real ideas. They just know why. And so with that being said, I do support committing suicide if you're going to do it, because it is a choice that you have, and many people who do it because they don't feel like they have any other choice. That's the reason why they do it. Is because they have one choice left, and it counts for something, and that one choice they're going to take it. So I know this is an upsetting topic, and I know that it has to deal with death, and it has to do with somebody taking their own life. So I'm not going to go any further into this. I just want to say that there are many reasons why people would do this, or why people would consider doing this. And some of them have nothing to do with despair. Some of them have everything to do with a sense of hopelessness. And it's different for each person, and you cannot know what they were thinking beforehand. But if you know that it was on purpose rather than just an attempt to get attention that went horribly wrong, then you know it was their choice. And I hope that you would respect that, knowing that they did what they wanted to do, what they chose to do. They weren't at the end of the line. If they didn't have a choice, they would either still be alive or they'd definitely be dead, but it would have been murder. Suicide is a choice, and they made their own choice. So I just want to put that out there. I'm okay with it. If you disagree with me, you're welcome to comment. I don't care who comments on this and puts in their opinion. I would love to hear it, no matter what it is. Thank you.